Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling smaller, but not sure why? Maybe they said they were just trying to help. Maybe they told you that you're too sensitive. Maybe they framed their words as constructive feedback, but somehow you ended up apologizing. Gaslighting rarely looks aggressive. It looks reasonable. It sounds logical. It hides inside criticism that feels almost helpful. And that's what makes it dangerous. Because if you can't tell the difference between real care and manipulation, you slowly start doubting your own perception. And once you doubt your perception, you become easier to control. You are about to learn how to tell real feedback from gaslighting, recognize invalidation and backhanded compliments, identify care that's actually control, set boundaries when your feelings are dismissed, restore your confidence after manipulation. Because once you understand the tactic, you stop internalizing it. And when you stop internalizing it, you stop shrinking yourself to keep someone else comfortable. Today, we are exploring something that affects more people than you might realize. Manipulation rarely announces itself openly. Instead, it often arrives disguised as concern, advice, or constructive feedback, making it incredibly difficult to identify. Have you ever been told you are too sensitive or overreacting when expressing genuine feelings? That experience can quietly erode your confidence over time. Understanding the difference between feedback rooted in real care and words designed to control you is absolutely essential for protecting your emotional well-being and maintaining your independence. Defining helpful criticism and gaslighting manipulation. Gaslighting manipulation is a subtle but damaging tactic where someone uses the appearance of helpful criticism to undermine your confidence and control your behavior. Genuine constructive feedback sounds specific, supportive, and respectful. It acknowledges your strengths while addressing areas for growth. Manipulative criticism, however, feels vague, demeaning, and leaves you questioning your own worth. For example, a supportive colleague might say, "Your presentation was strong, though adding more data could strengthen it further." A manipulative person says, "You always mess things up. You should know better by now." One builds you up while the other quietly tears you down. Identifying the key signs of gaslighting manipulation. One of the most recognizable signs of gaslighting manipulation is hearing phrases like, "You are too sensitive," or "You are overreacting," whenever you express genuine discomfort. These dismissive responses are deliberately designed to invalidate your feelings and make you question your own perception of reality. Over time, this pattern causes you to doubt your instincts and silence your concerns entirely, which is exactly what a manipulator wants. If you consistently feel belittled, dismissed, or confused after expressing how someone's behavior affects you, trust that feeling. Your emotional responses are valid, and persistent dismissal is a serious red flag worth acknowledging. Understanding negging and backhanded compliments. Negging is a calculated manipulation tactic where someone delivers subtle insults disguised as compliments, slowly chipping away at your self-esteem while appearing supportive. You have likely encountered phrases like, "You look amazing for someone your age," or "That was surprisingly good work. I did not expect that from you." These statements feel uncomfortable for good reason. They are designed to make you feel slightly inferior while keeping you engaged in seeking approval. Over time, repeated negging creates emotional dependency. You begin craving validation from the very person undermining you, which hands them significant control over your confidence, choices, and overall sense of worth. Distinguishing real care from manipulation. Genuine care looks and feels distinctly different from manipulation. Supportive people communicate with consistency, respect your boundaries, encourage your growth, and offer feedback that leaves you feeling capable and valued. Their words build your confidence rather than quietly dismantling it. Manipulative relationships, however, follow a different pattern entirely. Persistent criticism, gaslighting, negging, and withholding approval become tools for keeping you emotionally dependent and uncertain. A powerful way to evaluate your relationships is by asking yourself one honest question after every difficult conversation. Does this person's feedback leave you feeling empowered and motivated, or do you consistently walk away feeling smaller and less confident? Practical strategies for responding to gaslighting manipulation. When someone tells you that you are too sensitive, respond calmly and assertively by saying, "My feelings are valid, and I would appreciate them being respected." This approach holds your boundary without escalating conflict. Additionally, start journaling your experiences after interactions that leave you feeling dismissed or belittled. Writing things down helps you identify recurring patterns of negging and gaslighting manipulation with greater clarity over time. Most importantly, establish firm emotional boundaries with individuals who consistently weaponize feedback as control. If the behavior persists despite your boundaries, do not hesitate to seek guidance from trusted friends or a qualified mental health professional. Rebuilding self-esteem. After gaslighting manipulation. Reclaiming your confidence after experiencing gaslighting and negging requires intentional, consistent effort. Begin practicing daily self-affirmations that directly counter the negative messages you have internalized. Remind yourself regularly that your feelings, perceptions, and worth are completely valid. For deeper healing, consider reading Lundy Bancroft's insightful book, Why Does He Do That?, which powerfully explains manipulative behavior patterns. Cognitive behavioral therapy, commonly known as CBT, is also highly effective for rebuilding confidence and reshaping negative thought patterns caused by manipulation. Most importantly, intentionally surround yourself with genuinely supportive people who offer honest, encouraging feedback that celebrates your growth without seeking control over your decisions. Protecting your emotional well-being from manipulation. Understanding the difference between genuine constructive feedback and gaslighting manipulation is truly life-changing knowledge. Remember, real care always affirms your worth, supports your growth, and respects your feelings. Manipulation disguises itself as helpful criticism, uses negging to create emotional dependency, and dismisses your valid concerns with phrases like, "You are too sensitive," or "You are overreacting." You now have the awareness and practical tools to recognize and respond to these tactics confidently. If this video resonated with you, please like it, subscribe for more empowering content, and share it with someone who may truly need it. Your emotional well-being absolutely matters.